Sitting Bull was born into the Hunkpapa Lakota tribe. The year was around 1831. His people lived on the Great Plains of North America. Sitting Bull was a respected warrior and leader. He was known for his bravery and wisdom. Sitting Bull became a leader in his tribe. He fought to protect his people. The Lakota way of life was under threat. The United States government wanted their land. Sitting Bull proved himself in battle. He earned the respect of his people. He was a skilled horseman and fighter. He was also a spiritual leader. Sitting Bull had visions. He believed they guided him. The Lakota people faced a difficult future. The U.S. government was expanding west. They wanted the Black Hills. This land was sacred to the Lakota. Sitting Bull would lead his people in the fight to protect their land and their way of life. The U.S. government made treaties with the Lakota, but the government broke these treaties. They allowed settlers onto Lakota land. Gold was discovered in the Black Hills. More settlers came. The Lakota were pushed off their land. Sitting Bull refused to sign treaties. He did not trust the U.S. government. He believed in fighting for his people's rights. He became a symbol of resistance. Many Lakota people rallied to his cause. In 1876, the U.S. Army sent soldiers to force the Lakota onto reservations. Sitting Bull refused to go. He and other Lakota leaders gathered their warriors. They would defend their land. The stage was set for a major confrontation. The Lakota and the U.S. Army would clash. The Battle of the Little Bighorn was about to begin. The Battle of the Little Bighorn took place on June 25, 1876. It was a hot summer day. The Lakota and Cheyenne warriors were outnumbered, but they were fighting for their homeland. They were determined to drive the soldiers back. Lieutenant Colonel George Armstrong Custer led the U.S. 7th Cavalry. They attacked a large encampment of Lakota and Cheyenne. Custer divided his forces. This proved to be a fatal mistake. The Lakota and Cheyenne warriors, led by Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull, fought bravely. They surrounded Custer and his men. They killed all of the soldiers in Custer's battalion. The Battle of the Little Bighorn was a major victory for the Lakota and Cheyenne. The victory was short-lived. The U.S. Army retaliated. They sent more soldiers to the area. They pursued the Lakota and Cheyenne relentlessly. The government was determined to crush the resistance. After years of fighting, Sitting Bull and his people were forced to surrender. They were starving and exhausted. The government sent them to a reservation. Life on the reservation was difficult. The Lakota people were not free to roam the plains. They were confined to a small area. Sitting Bull continued to be a leader for his people. He spoke out against the injustices they faced. He advocated for their rights. In 1890, he was arrested by Indian Agency police. They feared he would join a new resistance movement. During the arrest, a shot was fired. Sitting Bull was killed. He was 59 years old. His death marked the end of an era. Sitting Bull is remembered as a great leader. He fought for the freedom and rights of his people. He is a symbol of Native American resistance. His legacy continues to inspire people today.